Coming up on NTV News, we meet an outstanding student,
Find out how Mays County helps children in need,
spend time reading to a local elementary school,
and much more. You'll find out here on NTV News.
I'm Drew Dunham.
And I'm Emma Peters, and we're bringing you stories for this February News.
The student spotlight this month is Zane Rampy,
An electrical student from Adair High School.
This month, we shine our student spotlight on Zane Rampy. Let's go meet him.
My name is Zane Rampy. I'm from Adair. I'm enrolled in electrical in Northeast Tech. So I grew up in Pryor almost all my life. I've primarily been raised in a rural area, and I've pretty much done nothing but rodeo.
Next, we asked about his hobbies and pastimes.
I like to hunt. Not really a big fishing guy, but mainly hunting and rodeo. That pretty much takes up all of my time outside of school.
He is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and is currently ranked among the top 5 ropers in the Oklahoma High School Rodeo Association. We then asked him why he attends Northeast Tech and what his plans are for his future career.
I wanted to further my education, something I liked. I figured I've never really been just a books person, so I figured if I could do something hands-on, it'd be right up my alley. I'm going to go to college for an instrumentation degree of some sort, and then from there I'll try to go get a job and ride some outside horses and just try to make a living.
We sure hope that things work out for him. This is Zach Rainey, signing off from NTV News.
Wow, what a shocking person.
Recently, we got the opportunity to sit down with Fostering Mays County,
An organization dedicated to kids in need and the family that has opened their doors to help.
We interviewed Yvette Barham, a board member of Fostering Mays County. They operate out of the Shady Rest Apartments in Pryor, Oklahoma.
This organization is Fostering Mays County, and it is all about guiding a child by the time that they enter into foster care all the way through their duration inside of the foster care system.
They rely solely on donations to feed and clothe the kids.
So during the pandemic, as everyone knows, kind of the world shut down, and Department of Human Services specifically had sent every employee home just like most organizations did. And so through the course of those 2 years, the state had ended up reducing its budget and ended up closing 33 brick and mortar DHS offices, Mays County being one of those.
Fostering Mays County offers a safe space for kids to get cleaned up and have supervised visits with parents. We actually had the opportunity to speak with a couple who have been fostering for years.
We decided to foster when we were in high school.
The Rouges have been fostering for years and have adopted 3 kids. They currently have 9 kids living with them. We asked them some questions about their experiences with fostering.
For me, the hardest thing of it being a foster parent is when you get kids come into your house, you don't necessarily know what their struggle is and what their history is sometimes. Because everyone's different just normally. But then when you deal with struggles and hardships at such a young age, then you're even more vastly dealing with stuff.
For the Rouges, some of the best things about fostering is seeing the kids grow up and overcome challenges and watching them be reunited with their parents.
In America, there's some 100,000 of kids in the foster system. There's nowhere near the amount of foster homes needed, and these kiddos that don't have a foster home end up in a shelter. And I mean, as little as like toddlers in a shelter in a that's too much. We can't do that. Like people, it's even if you just step up and allow them to spend the night for a couple of nights until they can find a permanent home, it's so needed. These kiddos deserve so much better than that. They didn't ask for any of this.
What a great family. We need more people like them.
During the last holiday season, Northeast Tech's Educators Rising
And BPA chapters got the chance to read Christmas stories to a local elementary school.
Last December, Teacher Prep and Viscom students teamed up to read Christmas stories to the children of the Justice Taiwa School District. students were grouped into pairs and were tasked with the job of visiting kids among the classrooms to spread the holiday cheer. Throughout each class, students read aloud some festive stories and then passed out candy. Some of the children were so happy, they even sang Christmas carols to say thanks.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on this open sleigh. Hey!
Overall, it was fun and wholesome, and a Christmas event that everyone was happy to take part in. This is Zach Rainey, signing off from NTV News.
What a great way to give back to our community. I can't wait for next year.
Visual Communications got the opportunity to create a podcast with the industrial park.
Let's go check it out.
Here at the Northeast Tech Pryor campus, our visual communications students got the opportunity to do a podcast with Mid-America Industrial Park. It is called Podcasts in the Park. Brittany Greer, the Workforce Development Coordinator, and Dr. Marcy Mack are the hosts for this podcast. They started it to give information to the community about the park, as well as businesses that are interested in coming to the park. They have already interviewed many important people like Scott Fry, the Director of Workforce Development, Dr. Larry Rice, the President of Rogers State University, and Tony Beck, a Technical Training Coordinator. They are also planning on bringing more important members of Mid-America onto the podcast. The podcast episodes will be releasing within the next few weeks. If you are interested in this podcast, you can find it on all podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, as well as their social media pages.
We're looking forward to the future of this podcast. We recently had a college fair on campus.
Several colleges and military branches came, including Rogers State University, Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology, and the Marines.
Students were able to get information on each one of them, and they also got some cool swag, including t-shirts and pins.
This provides a lot of opportunities for our students.
We hope everyone had fun and made some plans for their successful futures.
In other news, Valentine's Day was on February 14th. I hope everyone had plenty of chocolate.
The 6th of April will be Northeast Tech signing day. We are all super excited to meet some of our awesome new students.
Spring break will be from the 13th to the 17th. Hopefully everyone gets a chance to relax and have some fun in the sun.
Recently, we had many of our CTSOs compete at regionals, and they are all doing very well.
We will have more information in the next broadcast and are looking forward to many more teams competing at state in the coming weeks.
Thank you so much for watching.
This has been NTV News.
We
can't forget the bloopers!
Cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Season today at BK. Have it your way.
Coming up on NTV. Ah!